Welcome back, art students. We are continuing our aquarium 1-point perspective drawing project. Okay, so now we are at the point where we are going to continue working with our one vanishing point. This time, I'm going to ask you to connect the vanishing point here to this corner up here. And then again, we're going to connect this one vanishing point with this corner up here. Take your time. Line it up nicely with your ruler. And don't forget to draw lightly. Draw so lightly. So very lightly until you touch the vanishing point right there. Good job. Oh, yeah. And then we'll do the other side. Line it up. And maybe you should try this method out and whisper very lightly as you draw very lightly, because it serves as a good reminder to draw lightly with light pressure. There you go. Good job. Okay, so there we have our vanishing point with all of the orthogonal lines, the ones above, the ones below. We have a horizon line, which is going to make it fun and interesting. Okay, so here we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create the walls. Okay, so the walls of our aquarium are these parts that go in towards the center. So these are the walls. This part up here is going to be the ceiling, and we want to make it a really cool arched ceiling. We'll get to that in a second, but let's start with the really fun variegated walls. Okay, so we are going to do some vertical lines now. So I'm going to suggest that when you're doing your vertical lines, that your ruler, okay, see my clear ruler? It's actually quite nice if you have a clear ruler, but if you don't, it still works out. Line it up so that it matches the very edge of your paper. See how it's lining up? This is an example of not lining up. This is an example of lining up. You want it to line up nicely so that it's nicely straight up and down, as vertical as you possibly can make it be. Then what we're going to do is we are going to draw a line that connects right here to the one way down here, from one orthogonal line to the other orthogonal line. Okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to slide our ruler over. Notice my ruler is lined up here on the top edge of my paper. Okay, I'm going to slide over a little ways. Maybe we'll go right about there. That seems like a good place. And we're going to do it again, same thing. Top orthogonal line should touch the bottom orthogonal line. Okay? Now here's the thing. As we recede further and further back into space, we want to increase the perception of depth. Okay, so to do that, these lines that we're drawing, they're going to start being more scrunched together, like closer and closer and closer and closer as they go back. By doing that simple trick, you're going to trick your viewer's eye into believing that they're going farther away from you back in space. And isn't that cool? It's like an optical illusion. And I like playing tricks on my viewers with their eyes. All right. So we're going to do another one right here, from top orthogonal to bottom orthogonal. And then we're going to scoot over, and this time we're going to get even closer than the previous time. From top orthogonal to the bottom orthogonal. And we're going to scoot over, and this time we're going to get even closer. But we want it to be a gradual change. We don't want it to be like, ooh, super big gap over here, and then all of a sudden super close together. No, 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 no. You want to make it a nice gradual change, because that's going to make it look more believable. So I'm starting to get closer and closer to the center, and my orthogonal lines are getting closer and closer and closer. There we go. Cool. Now let's see how many I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. It's okay if you have more or less than me. But I want consistency, so I'm gonna try to make it so that I have 8 on this side. And if you don't, that's okay. But we can try to pretend. All right, so I'm gonna take this moment now just to do the same process to this side over here, okay? And I will see you in the next video to show you what it looks like. Take your time.